Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Take It to the Hizzy Fantasy Basketball by TTH number 120. I'm your host, Justin Bruni. I got a full Hizzy tonight. We got Blake Jacobs and Stephen Hammond in the house. Happy St. Patrick's Day, gentlemen. How are we doing? Happy Wednesday.
Yo.
What's going on? Happy St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patriots Day. That's what free agency in the NFL. That's what all of free agency has been for the Patriots. Nice little blurb there, Steve. How are we guys doing? How are we enjoying the old St. Patty's Day?
Good, man. Just glad to celebrate it with you guys, talk some basketball, have a brew. How about you guys?
Haven't started drinking yet.
Oh, you.
Sorry. Getting ready for the show. That's for after. Today is me and my wife's 4-year anniversary. So shout out to my wife.
Congratulations.
Also,
I'm saving some of the drinking until after.
Also, so you met her, or you actually met her the day before your birthday, or what?
I met her on my birthday. Yeah. And
dude, that's crazy.
So then we decided to get
also
married.
Happy birthday to you, man. How old are you today or yesterday?
Yesterday, 32.
Happy birthday, man.
Not that bad. If I had the hair to show for it, for my age, it'd be a little bit different.
You're getting old, man. Where'd it go?
just fell off. I don't know.
Did you lose a bet or something?
Ask DJ Shark.
DJ Shark don't want to know.
He don't want to know. I tagged him all over I could, but no response. No alert from DJ Shark. But
maybe he'll see it later.
All right. Well, let's get into it. Let's clock in for some basketball tonight. Let's go over some of our early props here. What are some of your favorites tonight that you guys have locked in so far?
I got Giannis, points, rebounds, and assists over 47.5. He's been killing it lately. I mean, putting up 30 points, 15 boards. So I really like the opportunity there. And then I have Bradley Beal to be the leading scorer of that game. Mm-hmm. So that parlayed, I think it was plus 300.
I like it. I like that a lot, especially the Beal leading scorer in that game. I'm not sure who's going to compete with him there. So good stuff.
Yeah, I do. I already have one of my games going. I took Philly. Mm-hmm. I don't care if Embiid's out, man. 6 points at home, hammered it.
Yeah, I don't hate it now. I was scared. I was scared of it before the game started, but they're looking good. I got them up 3.
I threw it in with a parlay with the Celtics to win the game money line. They're playing. Who are they playing again?
Philly's got Milwaukee.
No, the Celtics.
They got Cleveland tonight.
Cleveland. Love that. Mm-hmm. I think they win that game. Took the money line with that, parlayed it with it, and I also parlayed Clippers by 2.
Okay, yeah, I don't hate that either. They've got Dallas's number recently.
And the other thing I took was Jaylen Brown over 23.5 points. Nice.
Like the Jaylen Brown one for sure. My triple play prop for tonight, I've got Rui Hachimura over 14.5 points. He's been rolling the past couple of games. Was it Bagley's going to be out for the Kings? So they're going to have, Harrison Barnes at the 4. They're going to be running a little bit smaller tonight. And Hassan Whiteside also going to be out of this game. I know he's not a starter, but he does come off the bench and provide that extra layer of depth.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm going to take Hachimura on the points. I'm going to take Jeremy Grant over the 5 rebounds and Steph Curry over 6.5 assists. With the Curry, I'm only scared that he's potentially going to just drop like 55 on Houston and cut me short at maybe like 5 or 6 assists. I'm not too worried about that.
Tell me you saw that behind the back pass from Simmons to Korkmaz in that corner 3. Oh my goodness!
Unless I'm delayed here.
Oh my goodness!
Maybe I'll catch it, but I don't think so. I was looking at y'all on the camera, but I got it here. They'll put the highlight up. On top of the triple play, huge payout plus 600. I've got James Harden over 30.5 points and Malcolm Brogdon over 20.5 points. Obviously, with the Nets, they've got Irving out. There's going to be more scoring opportunities for Harden.
Durant's out as well.
Durant's out, been out for a while, right? So yeah, with those big guys out, I'm going to be all over Harden on his points. And Malcolm Brogdon just been scoring a ton recently. I think Karis LeVert being added to that lineup has really elevated his availability to just find a little bit more opportunity off the ball. All right, cool. So let's jump into the lines here. Blake, you want to take us away with the opening lines?
Yep.
What do we got?
So the first game we have up is Toronto versus Detroit. No, we have Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn the Pacers game start?
Yeah, we can go through all of them, though, just with the opening lines.
You want me to start with Milwaukee then?
Yeah.
All right, Milwaukee, we had -6. Milwaukee favored going into Philly. The over-under was 235 points.
What was Milwaukee on the money line?
On the money line, Milwaukee was 240. -240 there.
I would have been comfortable taking Milwaukee with the points, but I stayed away. I was too scared. Blake took the 76ers with the points.
Yeah.
They've been an awesome team at home, but both teams have just been so good in their last 10. I think Philly 8-2 in their last 10. Milwaukee 9-1 in their last 10. So they've just been solid, and that's for me is why I stayed away. Were you leaning any one direction here, Steve?
Yeah, I actually was thinking Milwaukee, but I mean, looking at it in hindsight, I think Blake was right taking the Sixers +6.
You know what I was thinking when I took that pick was when we were on the show 2 weeks ago, and I did the same exact thing when they were playing Utah. I know Embiid's out of the lineup. I know Embiid's out of the lineup, and I'm not putting it for granted at all. That game went to overtime, and they had to win it in overtime. But Milwaukee's center situation isn't that great, and they're used to spreading the floor to get Giannis that room to get in the lane. It doesn't work anymore. Everybody's figured it out. They put Brook Lopez on the 3-point line to open up the floor. I wasn't worried about it because Embiid, they don't need Embiid to score.
No, they have a lot of shooters.
Exactly.
Tobias Harris has been really good. I like Seth Curry. I was looking at his props for 3-pointers made tonight, and I was looking at his trends, just not there, so I stayed away from that one. But yeah, both teams have been really good. I like the 76ers. I'm an Embiid guy. I got him on my fantasy team. Struggling now with him out of my lineup now that he's injured, and I don't even know when he's going to come back, to be honest with you. This team's about to take a big West Coast trip, and I don't think they necessarily need him to come back ASAP. So I'm going to be a little bit worried about that situation going forward. But right now, they're looking good to cover. What do you guys think about the total here? I got Philly 6-3 in their last 9 to hit the over. And I'm sorry, that was Milwaukee 6-3 in their last 9 to the over. Philly was 5-2 in their last 7.
Yeah, I don't think it's going over this time.
No?
235 at this point. I mean,
that's pretty high, yeah.
It seems like they're trying to get some easier shots. Philly's trying to shoot the ball outside to make up for the, because they're able to. They have those shooters.
Right.
But Milwaukee's going to grind it out and try and slow down the game so they can stay in it.
Yeah, Tobias Harris, they really pissed him off too, not giving him any All-Star love. He said he's out for blood. He's gonna be a killer out there. Not sure what his line is so far, but I've seen him make a couple of really easy plays here. Where are you at with the total, Steve? You hitting the over or the under?
I think just looking at the numbers that happened in the first quarter here, I think it's trended to the under 235, high number. Before the game, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably be intrigued to have taken the over. But I mean, hindsight looking here, I think that the under looks like a lock.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to go with the under as well. I mean, 235 is just a little bit too high, especially with what we have right now. And with Embiid out, I wouldn't have expected them to push that number. So pregame, I would have still most likely been in. All right, cool. What's the next one we have up?
All right, we got the Nets going to Indiana. The Pacers are actually favored in this one by 1.5 points. Over under of 229.5. Where do you guys stand on that one?
I like the over, just that number. I still like the over, even without Irving there, because I think that the pace of play here is going to be just running wild on both sides. A lot of fast break points. I like Harden to hit his prop of over 30 points. But I did take Indiana money line in this one. It's one of my best bets tonight. I just think they just have, just a few extra weapons over the Nets tonight, especially with the return of Karis LeVert. And give me a low-key revenge game for Karis LeVert going up against
Dope, yeah, I love that. I love that. So what is keeping you from taking the over on his points?
Oh, Karis LeVert?
Yeah.
What's his number at? I would be very intrigued.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's been scoring. I'd be very intrigued.
I have no idea what it is, but
if it was under 20, if it was 19 or less, I would be all over it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they had his points, rebounds, and assists at like 24.5, I want to say. So
a triple threat there.
That. Give it to me.
You get all those stats together, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
That's nice.
Yeah, give me that for sure. Well, you getting that DraftKings, Steve?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How's DraftKings? Are the profits yours?
Yeah, I mean, right now my bankroll is kind of tied up because I went through my March Madness bracket, but we still had a few shekels to throw on the games tonight.
All right, right on. All right, so let's see. I'm going to be on the over. Steve, Blake, any other difference there or no?
I honestly am not on the same page. I'll take Brooklyn still.
Okay. Dude,
something's just telling me to do it, and I just don't like the Pacers that much.
I haven't liked them really, but they've been missing Karis LeVert. They're still missing TJ Warren.
I think he's gonna struggle coming back in.
Oh, he's looked good so far. I don't have his game log in front of me, but I had accidentally dropped him at one point while he was on my team. I was telling Blake before he got in, I was driving down the road, kind of going through my team or whatever, tossed my foot in the passenger seat. I get home and I don't own Karis LeVert anymore.
Oh no!
He was on my IL spot for like months.
Months, yeah. That's what hurts even more, man.
I know it's terrible, and I'm the commissioner of the league. I'm not going to come out and be like, oh guys, I accidentally dropped Karis LeVert. Can I have him back? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just got to kind of eat it. Like, it is what it is, And
honestly, you gotta finish it with the worst news. What happened next?
But with Karis, the guy in first place got him.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was just like, what the hell? Like, I couldn't even.
It's in our league, Steve. It's in our league.
Yeah, it's not great. Let's see what we can do. But yeah, like I said, I still like the Pacers. I just think they have that one extra layer of offense on the Nets tonight. I think it will be a fast-paced game. That's why I stayed away from the points, because I think it will be close. I didn't take the Pacers on the points. Just give me the money line win.
All right, guys. Up next, we have the Toronto Raptors going to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Raptors favored by 5, over/under of 217.5.
This game was looking a lot tougher earlier today, but it looks like Van Fleet and Siakam are both going to be in the lineup.
Lowry's playing.
Yeah, I'm just going Toronto. I'm just keeping it simple there. I'll take a money line. I'm sure the lines
money line for sure. Money line for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those guys have been cleared to practice. They came back today and they're playing tonight. So yeah, you have to feel comfortable that they're ready to go. So I'm just going to go Toronto's way there. I don't want to mess with the total or the spread just because there still is some uncertainty with those big hitters being out for a bit.
I mean, honestly, you just have to look at Powell. What is he? But he's just been going bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's his over/under for points tonight, Steve, on DraftKings?
I am not sure on that one, and now the game has started.
We'll talk over/under, and you look at that. So over/under, honestly, it's a tough call, but I feel like it's going to come down to a point or two, unless this game goes to overtime for some reason.
What was the number?
But it's 217.5. I'm gonna go under.
I think it's going to go to the over. I think there'll be a little bit more offense coming from Toronto. Toronto's still been scoring with those guys out of the lineup.
At the same time, I feel like Detroit's going to struggle.
They have been. I mean, they're 9-3 to the under in their last 12. So it's not. They don't hold their value. They don't hold up their end of it.
Exactly.
But Toronto loves to stretch their forwards. They love to shoot out of the corners. They make a lot of three-pointers.
They're a shooting team. Let's not get it wrong.
Yeah, so I think Toronto will keep the pace, and I think that
I just feel like it's going to be so close.
Yeah, I think you're right. Buy it down. I'd say if that's the case, then give me the 215 at a little bit better value.
But if we look at it if we level with me here, if we're looking at it this way, I mean, you get the money line at -2.5 or -210.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just take Toronto by 5? I think they cover that, and you get that 110.
I just don't trust them. Every time I get involved with betting against Detroit, they stick one in my eye. So I'm they're going on the road, but it's a tough thing to do. Well, Toronto's always on the road too. Like
exactly. So I mean, they are a road team. They're used to it. So why wouldn't they?
Yeah, they're only a road team. No, I feel you. The points just scare me with Detroit just in general because they just love to stick one in my eye. Obviously, their lineup's pretty depleted. I know they traded, how do you say it, Mikhailuk or something to Oklahoma?
Mikhailuk. Yep.
Mikhailuk's out of there. And he wasn't doing that bad, actually, for Detroit.
I think he played for Kansas, right?
I didn't do a bracket, so leave it at that. Go Illinois.
That was okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, do you have that Powell prop?
No, game has started, so
so it's over.
All
right.
What do you think about the pace of play though on that one, Steve? You got Toronto or Detroit?
I got Toronto. I do kind of agree with you on the betting against Detroit. I've got caught there a couple times because I'm like, oh, Detroit's so bad.
They are.
And then honestly, it's like that one game in every 5 that they just stick it to you,
Mm-hmm.
So
Warriors are a team like that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Warriors.
Very much so, yes. And then I also like the over in this. Toronto's been hitting the over 13 of the last 20, and then also 5 of the last 7. They've all hit the over. So I think they push the pace, and then I think Detroit does enough to get them to that number, averaging about 108 points a game. I think they chip it in.
If I were to take the over, I'd rather just take the team total on Toronto over.
Yeah, there you go.
That's fair.
113, something like that, probably.
I feel like that's a safer bet. It's actually 111.
There you go. Yeah, give me over the 111 for Toronto all day. I'll take it.
Definitely.
All right, cool.
All right, up next we got the Kings going to Washington to play the Wizards. The Wizards are favored by 2. And this is a big total, guys. 247 points over under.
Wow. That's a big one. Let me buy that up to 249 and I'll take the under.
Fuck it. Put it at 250. I'll put it at 250 and I'm taking the over, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Why not? Why not?
Overtime? What's up?
Well, it's already that big. Might as well fucking take 3 more points on it, right?
I guess so.
It's probably going to be a 140 to 139 game. I mean, if they're going to give us that big of a total, I don't know what's going on.
Stop it. I actually like the Wizards in this one. I think
is every shot going in the basket?
No defense, period. Crank up the sliders. Let's go. Come on now. No, I like the Wizards in this one. I don't know about that total. I don't like the over. I'm going to take the under 2 billion points, whatever they're putting the number. So I'm going to take the over. I'm taking the under. I'm taking the Wizards. Any of you guys got any love for the Kings in this one? The Kings going to pull out the win?
No, I think Wizards take this one pretty easily. I was kind of surprised that the line that's all it was. It opened at 2. I don't necessarily think you'd touch either way on the over-under because Washington puts up points and the Kings just don't play defense. So I'm not really in love with over or under. Over seems like it's a really high number to hit. Under seems like, well, these are 2 semi-bad teams.
Right.
Semi-bad.
So when I was looking at Jazz Sports 30 minutes ago, it was the Wizards favored by 1.
Wizards favored by 1. That's
30 minutes ago. 30 minutes. Well, right before we started the show, it was Wizards by 1, not 2. What I'm seeing now, what you sent me for the spread for the show sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a weird deal. I mean, you got such a big over under, and now the points are going down. It's I don't want to deal with it. I'm not betting in this game unless you're betting Bradley Beal like Steve is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's the best bet I've heard from this entire game actually. But I like the Wizards though. They've been playing pretty well recently, at least as far as scoring. I mean, they're not a defensive-minded team in general. Obviously, look at the total here. And I said earlier, I got Rui Hachimura on the points at 14.5. So hell, if I'm getting that guy at 14.5 and the game total's at whatever 250, 2 billion, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, man. If you feel good, then I feel good.
We all feel good.
The next one is Golden State Warriors traveling to Houston to play the Rockets. You got the Golden State Warriors favored by 12 points. Over under of 229.5. When I look at this game, a huge spread. I'm still gonna take the Warriors. The Rockets are just depleted.
Mm-hmm.
Now the over under. I look at that and I'm honestly gonna go under.
I like the under 2, and I'm going to take just Golden State on the points. They're not giving you any value on the money line. I think it's like minus 800. So Houston 0-10 last 10. I mean, there's no value for Houston here.
I mean, you look at James Wiseman. The only thing that's like a star note for Houston is Christian Wood's coming back today.
No, don't like it. Still don't like it.
There is a presence in the paint, but who the hell else is left? I mean, Eric Gordon's out. Is John Wall playing?
John Wall's out till Friday.
I honestly don't even know who plays on this team anymore besides Jashawn Tate, Christian Wood,
Kevin Porter.
Yeah, Kevin Porter. The only reason he's doing good in fantasy is because he's getting so much usage. So, I mean, a great fantasy pickup. Maybe not a bad look for points if it's the right number. I mean, if I hear a number that's probably around 14 to 15 points, all right, I'll take the over.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any one of those guys, any one of the shooters, even Christian Wood, I can't imagine his.
I honestly, if I was going to look, if I get a rebound total of like 9, I'd take over. I would take the over on that as long as he's getting 30 minutes. I don't know if he has a minutes restriction though.
I have to say, at minimum, he's going to get 24 tonight. At minimum, I mean,
who else do they have? I mean, they were playing
not PJ Tucker
at center.
Not PJ Tucker anymore, apparently. So he's not playing tonight.
I mean, what do you guys think?
There's no value for Houston. That's what I think. If you want to bet on this game, you have to take the points with the Warriors. I mean, other than that, there's no value. No one's going to trust the Rockets to play their part in the number. And the Warriors, they scare you just enough to not take the under, essentially, because they can just hit the over all on their own.
I just feel like this is just a game. I feel like this is a game just to not talk about.
I just stay away from it. Yeah,
I'm in agreement with that. I think you really got to worry about the Rockets just falling flat and not putting up enough points. I guess if I had to pick best bet of this game, Warriors minus 12.5. Not crazy about it, but I think that's the one I'm most confident in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got Steph Curry over 6.5 assists, so hopefully he just doesn't put up 1 billion points and not pass the ball. That's all I can hope for. What's the next one? San Antonio, Chicago? Is that right?
No, we got Boston going to Cleveland.
Gotcha. What do you think about this one? I know you got Boston all locked in.
Yeah, I got them. I got them at a better spread than this. I got them at 7. I got Boston at 7 points. This is what I'm looking at. I got 8 on your spread. Over under of 212.5. Over. And I'm going Boston by 8. At least.
What about I know Kemba and Tristan Thompson are out. Still no concern?
No concern at all. We got Marcus Smart and we got Jeff Teague.
Marcus Smart's back.
I would rather have Marcus Smart. I would rather have Marcus Smart than Kemba Walker any of the week.
Did I leave Marcus Smart on my bench today in fantasy? I gotta check that.
Well, you might still have time. You have like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm checking right now. Yeah, I did, but not anymore. Yeah, in this other league I'm in, I just don't have the same amount of utility spots, so it's really tough with like roster management. You got to really live and die on your hills here. So like right now, I'm looking at Marcus Smart or Dylan Brooks. I'll probably still leave in
Smart.
Oh, you're pissed. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You're gonna get more out of him. You're gonna get better defensive stats for sure.
All right, well I'll take it because Dylan is really
the only thing. I mean, those things. Is it a stats league or is it a points league? The categories or not?
It's categories, yeah.
Smart easily.
Well, real quick. Hopefully, I just made the smart move. I just made the transition.
Oh, shut up.
I did.
A little off topic. Going to the NFL real quick. Curtis Samuel to Washington.
Hey,
I like that.
I cashed a pick, guys. I cashed a pick. Like none of my picks on free agency hit, but one just did. Let's go.
You actually pulled him going there?
Yeah, I wrote an article.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. That's awesome, man.
That's good. Yeah, well, it's really difficult, when one team literally takes all the tight ends. I'm still waiting for the Kyle Rudolph signing, New England. What the hell?
Just pack it on.
Yeah, just someone to actually block the tight end.
So they aren't invested in Devin Asiasi or what?
No, I think you can sell. I think you can sell him in Dynasty now. I think Devin Asiasi.
They were so excited about him at the beginning of the season. Everyone was like, "Oh, dude, sleeper."
Wrong. Sorry.
Wrong again.
Yeah. No.
Well, guess what?
I've been loving Twitter this free agency. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, it's been St. Patriots Day since it started. So.
Well, good, because they don't have any fucking options to throw to.
Yeah, they need a quarterback is what they need. But all right, let's get back into it here. I'm gonna take Boston straight up, and I'm gonna take the over.
Me as well.
All right.
I'd take the over, and I'd probably take Boston.
I'm gonna stay away from the points. I'm gonna still stay away from the points, though. They hate to cover on the road. Just give me the money line.
That's actually what I took. But honestly, I look at the numbers more and more. I don't hate them.
It's Cleveland. It's still Cleveland. They're not playing great, but they have really good offense.
And honestly, Boston's been playing like shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they scared me. I stayed away. With how bad they played on the road, plus missing Kemba and Tristan, I just couldn't get involved. I couldn't.
Honestly, you want to do a sneaky little parlay bet. You throw Cleveland in your parlay, you get them at plus 300, and you pick some other winners.
Mm-hmm.
And that fucking ups your ante up real nice. You throw a $10 bill on it. Yeah, all of a sudden have $200.
All of a sudden, just like that, banger, $200 in your account.
Yeah, just do a real quick Rockets and Rockets and the Cavs parlay. Probably get it at like plus 2,400.
Right. But you never know. I mean, if you took a money line, I would not be surprised at all if Boston lost, just because of how bad they have been playing. They just fucking suck right now. God damn it.
Well, you would know better than anybody, so we'll take your word on it. But like I said, they don't like to cover on the road, so I stayed away.
Like I said, money line Celtics are good. We're gonna go San Antonio, going to your Chicago Bulls, and we got the Bulls favored by 1. 223 over under. Where you at, Stevie?
Ooh.
I'm gonna of course ride with the Bulls. I do it every week in, week out. Sometimes it kills me, like the other night when they only put up 78 points or whatever it was. It was embarrassing. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Bulls. I really think this is a pick 'em. The close line kind of makes sense. Yep. But I'm all over the Bulls.
All over the Bulls. DeMar DeRozan's out. Obviously, Marcus Aldridge has been out for a couple of games already. Bulls, they're coming off a big win last night, and that's really the only downside for them is playing in the back-to-back. But I have them to win money line. Just kept it simple with them and the Pacers. That's one of my best bets for tonight. Just 2 money line picks, and I also have Lauri Markkanen with at least 3 3-pointers made in this game. He has shot at least 7 in his last 4 games. And in 3 of those games, he shot at least 8, and last 2 he shot 9. So 9, 8, and 7. He's hit this prop every which way since he's come back from injury. So I got him at least 3-pointers at minus 108. If you can get anything like that, still hammer it down. Give me the Bulls money line and the under. What do you think, Blake?
223. I want to say over. Honestly.
With DeRozan out, you think the over?
Yeah, you're a DeRozan guy. I figure I just don't know who's going to score.
Well, I am a DeRozan guy, and you realize the biggest thing about DeRozan, he's not a fucking 3-point shooter.
True.
And they're going to try. DeRozan slows down the game. He's a mid-range game guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, honestly, I'm going to say over.
Okay.
It's not that big of a number.
Who's going to be the leading scorer for the Spurs? Murray?
Murray, for sure. Murray.
I think you have to pick Murray.
No brainer.
All right. Yeah, I definitely don't like the Spurs to win. I mean, I don't think they're going to keep their, I don't think they're going to do their part to drive the number. Lonnie Walker, Keldon Johnson.
Lonnie Walker can ball.
He's falling off. late. Well, I think he's only averaging like 11 points when he starts, and he's been getting the nod there. It's not at the beginning of the season. He was a dog. I'll give it to him. He was dropping a lot of points, but he's tailed off from there.
Yeah, just really underwhelming players in the Bulls offense.
You got Vassell
all game.
Vassell, you know, if people get hot and they have to have something to prove,
sure,
they get the opportunity. Why not do it against Chicago Bulls?
Because I'm betting on them. Don't you do it, the Spurs. Don't you do it to me. Don't you do it to me. No, I like Chicago there. Anyone got anything for Spurs? Any value?
I like the Bulls to win for sure.
Okay.
I think the spread is ridiculously low.
I agree. I don't agree with the money line number, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that the back-to-back games is playing the biggest role there, and I think we're going to haul away with a bag full of cash in this one.
You got him at 1 point. I mean, what would you do if you bought 4 points to beat, like, Chicago beat them by 5? What do you get there? Like, honestly, I think they are.
Yeah, I do think that would be kind of a wild play, but I like it. Get it at a way better number. Value.
It actually won't let me go up any higher. It will only let me go the opposite direction.
Dicks.
Yeah, it will only let me go down to like +3. Yeah, they won't let me. They know. Snipers out there.
Up next, we got the Miami Heat going to Memphis. Memphis is favored by 2, which is kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, it is because
is Butler out or what?
I think Butler is out. I'm double checking.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm still seeing game time decision, and I've been hearing a lot of mixed information about this. You know, I heard someone say he's out. Next minute, I read that it's a game time decision. I really don't know if he's playing. Honestly, I still like Miami. Jimmy Butler has been playing very, very well. If they're going to give him the nod and let him play, full minutes, full load workload. Sorry, I'm still going with Miami. I got to play this one to the whistle or bet it live.
You can get Miami +2. You're telling me that Miami is +2? Oh yes, it blows my mind.
Jimmy Butler has been averaging.
What is the world coming to?
A triple-double nearly for like 12 or 14 games.
If you get Miami a
big factor.
If you get Miami at +2, you might as well take a money line at +115.
Hey, if you told me Jimmy's in the game, I'd be on it. I'd be all over it. But I can't get a clean read on this.
Over under 218. I'll take the under.
I'll take the under as well. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I'm in agreement. It's under all the way around.
What do you think? Just money line straight up.
I think I probably take the Heat. I do like that. A big thing will be if Jimmy plays. But I would actually like that money line too if Jimmy is in the lineup. What do you guys think about Coward saying, aside from LeBron, that Jimmy Butler is probably the most valuable player in the league? Thoughts? I think that's kind of a crazy take, but
that's
curious to get your guys' thought.
Who said that?
Colin Coward said that, I believe, yesterday.
Boo.
Oh, God, boo. Boo, Colin Coward. Get him out of here.
But most valuable player in the league behind LeBron? Come on, man. Jimmy Butler? Come on, man.
No, absolutely not. I mean, he's been playing very, very well recently, and that's probably where that take came from. If you look at the recent numbers, he's been playing some of the best basketball in the NBA. But across a whole season? No, come on now. That's just silly. And I'm not saying his best days are behind him, but I've seen, another level of Jimmy Butler than this. I mean, come on.
It's just, I don't know. That's baffling to me.
The man, Colin Coward, he can hold down a studio. One man, one mic. He can do that. That's what he's good at. The information that flows out,
yeah, not the best.
But then who is up next, Justin?
I mean, behind LeBron.
I hate to put you on the spot.
Well, I mean, I could think of a lot of guys to name. Like, look at Jokic. Look at Kevin Durant right now. I mean, just think of
Embiid.
Look at any of the shooters. Embiid is an advanced stat unicorn, just like Jokic.
I mean, who are we giving the credit for on Utah? I mean, look at their fucking record, man. Is it Donovan Mitchell, or is it just great teamwork? Is it just like
Spurs, great teamwork, great
Spurs
passing?
basketball? Oh man, it's just like watching the best basketball you've ever watched. At some points when they pass the basketball perfectly, it's so beautiful, man.
Yeah, their ball movement is like the Harlem Globetrotters. It's ridiculous.
It really is. It really is.
Extra pass, extra pass, extra pass. Oh, open look.
Oh, that's so quick.
I know, and I love all of them. Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich. You know,
right now, the guy I love the most is Jordan Clarkson.
Sure, yeah, 6th man of the year. We'll get into the midseason awards here in a minute, but yeah, I mean, he's going to be the 6th man. He's definitely the midseason 6th man.
Dirty.
That'll be an easy one. But yeah, Clarkson off the bench, getting over 24, over 25 still.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
I drafted him with my last pick in our league.
Bastard.
In like 15th round, and he's like bastard. 20th in fantasy.
Who's more of a surprise this season, him or Julius Randle? I still got to go with Randle.
Yeah, I think Julius Randle.
I definitely don't think that Julius Randle is a surprise. No one thought that Jordan Clarkson would be top 20 in fantasy. That's crazy. Dude, Julius Randle was top 40 last year. Get out of here.
Okay, all right. That's a big jump in production for Julius Randle.
Yeah, and I think being able to shoulder the load there in New York, I think he's proven that he's a
coaching
star.
It's a coaching.
Wait, is it some Tom Thibodeau digs here?
Yeah, of course.
Some Bulls digs?
Here, play your ass off, Julius. Don't get hurt.
Yeah. Here's 45 minutes. What you do with them is on you.
Totally. That matters.
Unreal. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Honestly, I have to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Jordan Clarkson is playing under 25 minutes a game, and he's ranked better in fantasy than fucking Julius Randle.
Oh, I got to pull that up. I got to see that. Julius Randle's like top 5 at his position right now. Still because of the minutes and the production. So
I'm talking about ranked in fantasy. It's about production.
That's what I'm saying. All right, what's the next one? We got Charlotte and Denver.
Denver. We got Charlotte going to Denver. Mm-hmm. Denver favored by 6.5. Over under of 228.5. I look at this, and I'm definitely taking Denver money line at 255. I don't think Charlotte has the depth in the – I feel like Denver plays pretty good defense, and they just don't lose at home, man. And there's something about playing in that atmosphere. You're up a mile high, and the oxygen's different. 228.5, I'm taking the over. I think Charlotte hangs around, but I don't think that Denver, lets them get within striking distance. Not taking the spread at 6.5 at all. Mm-hmm. Money line.
Yeah, both teams have been covering, so I'm just going to take Denver money line. 4-2 in their last 6 for Charlotte, and 5-2 in their last 7 for Denver ATS. So just give me Denver money line, and I like the over as well. Both teams have a winning record to the over, all year long. So both teams like to score a lot. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I really like the over on this game. I'm not too crazy about the spread. I really think that's kind of a big number for the Hornets. They always do pretty well against the spread. I think the over is kind of a lock here.
Yeah, the over is my safest pick in this matchup, but I still like Denver money line. I think like Blake said, they play really well at home. As far as like depth goes, I think Charlotte, they've been highlighting their depth. If anything, like they've been getting better and better as the season has gone along. I'm interested to follow their stretch here to the playoffs.
Yeah, and the altitude gets to teams, man. Believe it or not, it really does. I travel to Colorado all the time. We have a cabin up there. Nice. And my breathing changes dramatically. Yeah. And when you're running on a court and you're not used to it, I mean, Charlotte doesn't travel there all the time.
Right. Yeah. It's not a normal
exactly.
Visit.
They're different conferences. Mm-hmm. So I think that honestly, the spread could be there, but the safe bet is definitely the Nuggets to just win it straight up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Give me the money line, but I think the points is a lock too. Like I said, both teams have been trending to the over, and they both have, for over under a winning record to hit the over all year long. So I think that holds water.
All right. Up next, we have the Clippers going to Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Last one.
Dallas is the underdog. Clippers favored by 2. Mm-hmm. Over under 226.5. I look at it right now. Mm-hmm. I already have it in my bet. I'm taking Clippers to win the game. I took the spread to win by 2. Okay. And honestly, I like the under in this one.
I like that too. I like the Clippers money line. They just have Dallas's number recently in their matchup. So I'm going with the Clippers full health, and I'm taking the under. They're just a team that can grind a little bit more on defense up against a sharpshooting team like Dallas.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you guys. I think Clippers money line would be the best bet. I take the under. I think this game could probably sit at like a 220 total. So it trends to the under. But I agree with you guys.
There is some value though for the Clippers just to straight up cover 9-3 in their last 12 versus Dallas, straight up and ATS. So Clippers, they really got them. They got them by the balls. Keep that one simple there, guys. Go ahead and hammer the Clippers in any fashion. And it sounds like we all like the under. All right, cool. Let's move over to the fantasy waiver wire. First guy I got up is Thomas Satoransky for the Bulls. He's been lighting it up the past couple of games, back-to-back games with over 6 assists, 7 assists in those. Was 8 rebounds the past 2 games, 13, 10 points. Getting a lot more minutes than usual, 31, 26 points. What do you guys think? You going to go scoop him up?
I had actually looked at him earlier this morning. I ended up going with Millsap instead just because I need some of those big man categories instead.
What do you think about that move, Blake?
I like the next guy you have up better than him.
No, I meant Steve picked up Paul Millsap this morning. I wanted to hear
yeah, I that's fine. Go, yeah. Do you, man? I don't really have anything to say about it. That's nice.
I need to limit turnovers and get some of them big man stats. So I don't need assists from Thomas Satoransky or 13 points.
That makes sense.
I dropped plenty of points in there. I got Serge out tonight.
Well, at least you know what you're looking for, and I don't hate that at all, man. Like if you know what you want. And he's getting, how many rebounds is he averaging a game? Is that what you want, is rebounds?
No, he's actually had, I believe, a block in the past 3 or 4 games. So I'm trying to chip away at that.
How many rebounds is he getting?
Like he's had 4 in the past 3 nights, and he's also had very low turnovers.
4 rebounds.
He's been putting in about, I don't know what that is, 6 rebounds a game in the past 3. Had to do the math quickly in my head. So
how many points is he putting up?
Not much. He's looking at 11, 6, 5. So not much, but I don't need that. I got Russ, I got Giannis, Kyrie.
But if he goes to the line, is he screwing you?
No, he's relatively, actually he's not really getting to the line much, and when he has, he's converted on that. So, right now, my team is banged up, and I thought the waiver wire today was kind of shitty on.
I would have picked up the next guy that we're going to talk about over Millsap easily.
So, Jayshawn Tate, his last game, 25, 6-6, 1-1, 1 steal, 1 block. Before that, not so much. He had 9 points.
He had 4 steals.
4 steals is pretty solid.
That is pretty solid.
But 7 and 6 the game before that, 2 steals in that game. It's just it's a little inconsistent. A very good streaming option in my opinion right now. I say to add him until he gives you a reason not to. He's only 25% rostered, so obviously he's getting enough rack in fantasy.
I think the upside is huge.
Blake is telling me to load up on Rockets, who are probably the shittiest team in the league. He's sabotaging me. He's not giving me advice.
Dude, and you're picking up a guy that literally is like 100 years old.
Okay, fair.
So, do you have other Rockets?
Oh yeah, I got Oladipo and
John Wall. You have John Wall.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't tell you to draft him.
I got Eric Gordon. That's about it. That's the only Rocket I touched.
And honestly, I kind of like the next guy we're going to talk about too.
I was just about to say, what about Talon Horton-Tucker? 16, 7-4, 18, 4, and 10 in his last 2 games. Been getting a lot more minutes these past couple of matchups here. I'm willing to grab him. Only 7% rostered.
I love the free throw percentage, man. Mm-hmm. That's just money. He's getting to the line, and when he does, he makes most of them. That's huge. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, if his minutes are going to
the points are there.
He's got to be rostered.
I mean, he had 10 assists in his the second game ago. I mean, that's crazy.
Put up a double-double.
I never would have guessed that man would have had 10 assists this year.
No,
that's a shocker.
He's dark horse for him.
In preseason, they were calling him. They were raving all over him, and then he hadn't done really much of anything to start the season. Mm-hmm. Now with this expanded role, I think he has. I think you do have to be worried though at times that he just sits up kind of a stinker for people.
Yeah,
I mean, the minutes are going to get reduced at some point.
And I mean that Lakers team, there's multiple people who can go off, and if it's LeBron, Schroeder, I mean you're down the list. I think there's potential.
Oh yeah, Kuzma. You got KCP.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's hot.
That's a lot of assists. And
yeah,
honestly,
he's hot right now too.
You look at his turnovers. I mean, especially when you're getting 10 assists, he only had two turnovers.
It's pretty solid for a big man.
Well, it says he's listed as shooting guard or shooting forward. So
how big is he though? I thought he was a big old guy.
I mean, he looks stocky. He looks like a PJ Tucker type player, but not as tall.
I guess he's only 6'4". I thought he was bigger than that. That's interesting. All right, coming on.
Marcus Smart.
What's that?
I said he looks like he's kind of like a Marcus Smart build.
Yeah. I did not know he was a Simeon Chicago guy.
Yeah, did not know that either. Maybe a little too far removed from the situation. Next guy up, we got Josh Hart, 34% rostered, 16-9-2 in his last game, 13-5-6 game before that. Game before that, only 6-4. But I mean, he's been solid. I mean,
I've been preaching about this guy. If he's available like I've been talking to people in other fantasy leagues.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a good pickup. The free throw line percentage is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Points are there. I mean, what else could you ask for? You had 13 rebounds.
Maybe a little more minutes.
4 games ago, he had 13 rebounds. What the hell?
I think he's a great streaming option. I've kind of had him in a revolving door.
Great streaming option.
Every once in a while, you get kind of a single digit and everything, but then sometimes you come out and he looks like Dennis Rodman on the boards. It's like, all right, yeah, I'll take that. 13 a few nights ago, 9 the night before, so last night.
Yeah, good streaming option for sure.
Can I change the subject for a second? Will someone give me a reason why I should or shouldn't drop Kyle Anderson?
Just another one of these guys. Just peaks and valleys. You know, there's going to be nights where he goes off, and there's going to be some of those single digits.
It's not hurting my in situation or the end of the week because I'm winning.
Right.
But
yeah, I'd probably hang on to him.
But should I be greedy?
I don't know. I'm hanging on to Dylan Brooks, right? Because there are nights where he's only scoring points and he's not cleaning up anything else. But he also does add just a little bit here and there. Here's a steal, here's a block, here's 5 boards, here's a handful of assists. Like, there's no really rhyme or reason with it,
That Grizzlies team is deep with people who could just contribute in fantasy. You got a lot of people I've streamed. Not necessarily a lot of people that you're going to be going out and rostering and keeping them on your roster for all year, but a lot of streaming potential there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, totally. I mean, does anyone own Jonas Valanciunas?
My wife does.
Yes, I was going to say, I think I won against that guy last week.
Yeah.
Hey.
How'd that work out for you, Steve?
Might have taken it was a close game. It was a close
matchup for sure. What'd you lose? 5-4?
5-4, yep.
Sorry. It happens.
Hey, I'm closing in on you, Justin. I think I'm a game behind you, or 2 games behind you.
I wouldn't doubt it. Have you seen my team? Name it injured.
Yeah, I've just hit a big stretch of injuries too. Saying I don't know what to do, but I got some guys returning in a week or two. So
I got Siakam back tonight, so
that's big.
Appreciate that. I had four guys with injury designation. 4.
I'll get Anthony Davis back in like 4 months.
You know what's I have to interject because I just saw this on the bottom line. I don't know what's worse. The Bears going from pursuing Russ Wilson and Watson and then reverting to Andy Dalton, or losing Kyle Long to the Chiefs upon returning from retirement. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Well, the Chiefs also got rid of
they needed alignment.
Eric Fisher.
Yeah, they needed alignment, but God damn it, man, this is pissing me off. I mean, my goodness. Now
Eric Fisher was a Pro Bowler, man.
I think Kyle Long, I heard an interview with him a few days ago, just said he would never go back to the Bears for the simple fact they let him go. It was like, damn, that's tough to hear.
I thought he retired early.
Yeah. He pulled the Gronk, he's always injured, so he just sits out the year and he comes back.
But he's not as cool.
Watch Allen Robinson do that next. Watch Allen Robinson be the next domino to fall in Chicago. My God.
Real quick, I don't want to get too far off topic, but Allen Robinson, if we got Andy Dalton, why did we keep that guy here? Like we're just making his life a living hell.
That's real.
The whole situation is terrible. Sell the team, fire everyone. I don't care. I will hate them with the depths of my heart until week 1, until the first snap of week 1, because after that I can't help it. They'll be playing a game. They'll be losing by 17, and I'll be sitting here going, "Come on, let's go. Let's get this."
Just turning into an NFC shit show. I mean, everybody in the NFC. You got the fucking Vikings. I mean, they're not happy. Would you be happy with Kirk Cousins?
No,
I wouldn't. You wouldn't be.
Aaron Rodgers plays Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, and Andy Dalton 6 times a year.
Another 13-3 season.
Not fair.
All right, we're way off track. Let's get back to it. We're going to close
let's get back to it.
Jordan Poole should be one of your main streaming options now in fantasy basketball. Straighten out the ship here. 10% rostered. 14-2-1 last game. 18-0-3. 14-3-4. 26-3-1. I mean, the scoring's there. Why not?
I mean, literally, if you want points, that's it. That's all you're getting.
Yeah, he sprinkles in a little bit more, but I think that scoring upside.
Sprinkles might not be enough.
Well, it just keeps you on the floor. It just keeps earning you more minutes, and you can run.
He's going to help you. You get that push in points, and he's going to help you at the free throw line. That's all I see.
There you go. Give me some Jordan Poole. Fire him up.
Yeah, I agree, and you alluded to it. Like more points get you more minutes. So I think that's something who could blossom.
Yep, absolutely.
Where's LaMarcus Aldridge going, guys?
He's still 70% rostered, and he's available in our league. So
I know. I've been thinking about picking him up, and I'm like, I don't fucking.
Everyone's hurt. Like I want him. I wanted Blake Griffin on another team, and it's just like I can't hold the spot. It's just not
good.
Fantasy basketball isn't a sport where you can just lose that roster spot every day.
Steven, if I picked him up, I would feel like I was picking up Paul Millsap. I just can't do it.
They're about the same age, old as shit.
I'm done. I'm done there. I honestly was thinking about dropping Kyle Anderson for him, but I was just like, why? Kyle Anderson is playing right now, and he's on a team.
Exactly.
Why do that? Well, he's not rolling.
Well, he's playing games. There's
he's
0,
literally
0, 0, 0.
He's literally in slow motion.
Oh, poor Kyle Anderson. He was a darling of ours to start the year.
He was. Well, yeah.
All right, so let's look at the midseason awards here. You know, if the season was over now, essentially, who we're locking in for, MVP, Rookie of the Year, all that good stuff. Obviously, Joel Embiid just got hurt, but was his first half, strong enough to give him the MVP if that was all we had seen. Other options, you got Jokic, James Harden, Giannis. Who do you guys like for the first half MVP?
All right, so we're doing it. Yeah, that was my question.
Just first half. Just first half. Yep. I still like Embiid for the first half. I mean, he really didn't get hurt until literally like the second to last game before the All-Star break.
Yeah, he had a few games before that he sat out. Mm-hmm. So I think that kind of hurts his case. But a lot of these other people who are on this list missed plenty of games as well, James Harden being one. Mm-hmm. I'd probably lean Jokic, though, if I had to go first half. I think he's done a lot to just keep the Nuggets at where they are, because there was a part earlier in the season where Nuggets kind of looked garbage for a while.
No, they did. They've been coming on more recently, so I'd appreciate that. What about the take for LeBron James?
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I don't think that's a tough one to argue.
Yeah, I mean he's been driving the ship, especially with Davis out. He's been the guy without his Robin, if you will. As far as other doubles and triple tandems in the league in the NBA. He's been missing his Robin the most. So yeah, I guess I give it to LeBron, but I still think Embiid holds a lot of water as well. Right now for season long, you're looking at LeBron as the favorite -110, Jokic at +275. I think it's going to come down to LeBron.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
With Embiid hurt now, like it's just not gonna play out the way that fans would like it to. I don't think it'll be as close a race. I think James Harden will start to climb up as well as we get more games in here into the second half, because you see Irving missing games. Obviously Durant's missed a ton of time. At some point here, Harden will have played the most games between those three, because Irving's just going to keep sitting out games here and there. So I think he will enter the conversation at a strong pace, because honestly, the way they look now, they could finish first in the East without Durant. Embiid being out for Philly, that obviously gives the Nets more opportunity to take away the conference. So I think that will drive the Harden conversation. And I'm ready to back away from Giannis and Luka. I just don't think it's going to be there. I think these other names are just doing it better. They're just more clout.
I agree with that. I think it's also, I don't think that Giannis would get, that would be what, 3 in a row for him. I don't think they want to do that.
Nah, I think you're right. I'll back off of him for sure. Next up, we got Rookie of the Year. Give me one argument for anyone other than LaMelo Ball. I got nothing.
There is nothing. The media attention's on LaMelo, and I mean it's plain and simple. He's putting up the best numbers. The media's on him. It's his fucking trophy to take home. I mean, if you have $20,000 to drop on it, do it. You're gonna fucking make a lot of money.
Oh yeah, if you have $20,000 and you're watching this show, taking that advice, throw a few shekels our way. Throw a few shekels our way. We'll shout you out.
Seriously, you're just gonna fucking make money.
Yeah, we'll put you on the screen like Tyler here for your over. Put down 20. I gave him a little tip. Give him a little tip. No, he's at -750 right now, so I think that's easy money. And definitely, yeah, if you got a lot of cash to throw away, we need to make a few extra bucks. That's the way to go. Next up, we've got the Most Improved Player Award. Looking at Jeremy Grant, Julius Randle, Christian Wood, Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. First half only. I got to go with Julius Randle, or not Julius. Jeremy Grant is still the answer, but I like Julius Randle as well, as we were talking about earlier. But for the prop, Jeremy Grant. Sorry.
Is this for the full season or halfway through?
Just the first half.
Yeah, I agree. Jeremy Grant's really had the opportunity to step forward in Detroit and be the guy, and he's just thrived. I feel like he's kind of, slipped a little bit. It's not as good as it was, say a couple months ago, but right now I still think it's his award to win. But I wouldn't put it past Julius Randle to take it from him.
I could see that. What about some of these shooters, Steve, like Gilgeous or Zach LaVine?
I think that where the leap that Jeremy Grant has made from where he was last year is a lot bigger.
Huge.
Like these guys, some of these guys that I see on here, Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine, Shai, Julius Randle, even a bit. I think that they were already there and elevated. They did all elevate their game to another level, but I just don't think Jeremy Grant, and Blake touched on it, he has been kind of slowing down a little bit of late, whereas but 2 months ago, we were talking about him, hitting the over on every one of his scoring props, adding all around. So I think it's his to lose right now. Christian Wood would have been up there, but unfortunately he fell on some injuries.
Yeah, I agree. Next one we got up is Sixth Man of the Year. Got to be Jordan Clarkson, right? I mean, he's -1,200.
You look at that number.
-1,200. Like, I mean, any argument for these other guys? Dragic has been hurt. Chris Boucher has been awesome for Toronto. I would put his name in that mix, but I feel like that trend is going to start to back off with a lot of these guys returning and him getting less minutes.
The only other guy the only reason he's not Sixth Man of the Year because he's coming off the bench, but he's Sixth Man of the Year for me in fantasy. So it doesn't really count. But honestly, it should be for Most Improved Player I would say it's Terry Rozier.
Okay. He's another guy though that I feel has been cooling off recently.
He hasn't been.
He has or hasn't been?
He hasn't been, dude.
Okay, got you.
Like,
this
dude is really. I mean, he lives up to the name Scary Terry, dude.
If you could go back and leave Kemba on the Hornets and have Terry on the Celtics, would you do that?
Yes, I would, but at the same time, I wouldn't really be happy about it. Yeah, the numbers are there, but that doesn't mean we're winning the games. Just because you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you got to think maybe that some of that production goes down with some of the other talent on the Celtics.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Well, let's move over into Trust or Bust. I'm going to pull up some rankings here. Looking at points right away, I'm looking at a guy like Zach LaVine. He is actually 5th in the league right now in total points. You guys trust or bust he holds that position? Is he going to fall?
One more time.
5th in total points, Zach LaVine. Trust or bust he holds that ranking all year?
Trust. Trust. Usage.
Plays a lot of minutes.
Trust.
The guys that are in the mix with Zach LaVine, Giannis, Jokic, LeBron James, Trae Young, Luka.
I love it.
I actually really
honestly,
like that.
I think he'll pass Luka.
Oh, he's already ahead of Luka. Luka's 9th.
Oh, he's ahead of him?
Yeah. Can he pass?
These are the guys you're naming that he's ahead of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's ahead of him?
Giannis, Stephen Curry, Bradley Beal, and Damian Lillard, number 1 in the league. He has 1,080 points.
Yeah.
Roughly 23 away from the next spot.
He stays ahead of the guys you named before, for sure.
Can he finish even ahead of that? Ahead of Giannis?
Yes, I think he can, honestly. I think because of the 3 points, yeah. I mean, he's a fucking crazy good shooter and so underrated, so overlooked because of, like, I mean, when do you ever see a fucking Chicago Bulls game on TV anymore, dude? Mm-hmm. Nobody knows about it. The only way you know about it is if you, like, actually have League Pass or you're fucking streaming illegally. Because you don't watch the games unless you're watching the highlights.
Or you watch this show.
Or you watch this show.
Yeah.
Or we talked about a lot.
Or unless you live in Chicago and you get, like, Fox Sports Chicago or some shit.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to trust that he does it. I mean, right now he is shooting with, right up there with these elite guys, Lillard, Beal, Curry, and he's been doing it all year. I don't see a reason why not to. And just their pace of play, the way that their offense is built, making an extra pass, getting him the shots off the ball. I think all the upside is there for him. What about a guy like Zion Williamson for points? 972 right now, 11th in the league. Trust or bust he holds that position. Can he crack the top 10?
Top 10 in points, and he's at what? At 9?
11. He's at 11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
Can he crack the top 10? No.
I mean, you got to think he's only got to get 2 more points to pass, or 3 more points to pass Vooch. So I think he easily could. He averages, I believe, like 20 high 20s a game, and what's his name only has about 20, 24 maybe at most.
Who's behind Zion?
Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Joel Embiid.
Yeah,
Mitchell.
I honestly don't think though that Zion can crack the top 10 in points. I don't.
I want to say he does. In his last 12 games, he's averaging almost 30 points, 28 points.
Well, how about you shave?
Just on the year, what is?
How about you shave your head again on it?
25.5.
No.
Or you shave your armpits and your whole fucking body.
No, I'll do a funny beard. That's it. I'll do a funny beard and nothing on my head.
As aerodynamic as you possibly can, shave everything.
Yeah, I mean, that way if you're running through a fire, you're not going to burn anything off. It's already gone.
I will do a funny mustache prep bet with you for Zion Williamson. He makes the top 10.
All right, raise the stakes a little bit.
I'm saying he doesn't.
Steve, I'm bald. What do you want me to do to raise
one eyebrow? Just take one eyebrow if he,
Steve,
if
he bald.
No, dude, that's terrible.
I am not taking an eyebrow. No. I will do funny mustache, handlebars, something weird. I don't know, whatever you want.
I'll do that, but we have to have it for that whole week. I have to cut it and have it for that show. I literally have to have it for the next show.
Deal. Done. I'm in.
That way, I have to be an asshole for a whole fucking week.
Yes, and I will screenshot myself every day. Give me Zion in the top 10. Dude's on fire. The Pelicans.
All right. I'm gonna say he doesn't make the top 10.
We're in. Bet. We're in. Bet. All right. Next, we have rebounds. We're looking at, let me see here. Domantas Sabonis, 8th in the league, 425. Does he stay in the top 10? Trust or bust?
Trust.
I mean, yeah. I looking at the numbers that everyone has now, him and DeAndre Ayton are tied at 8 and 9. And then the next closest being Jared Allen, and he's got about a 50 rebound lead on him. I don't see him choking away that this year.
Yeah, I'm going to say trust as well. He's been on fire. It's been a big year for him. He's not a triple-double machine, but he's a double-double machine, with the board. So I love taking his props all the time. Wanted to toss him in there. How about Jared Allen at number 10, 374 rebounds? Does he stick around? Does he make the top 10?
No.
I mean, it really depends on when Embiid probably comes back. Embiid's right on his tail with 355, so down about 20. That's too tough for me to decide right now, honestly.
I'm just going to decide and take a guess. I'm going to say no.
Just going to guess and say no.
It's a gut feeling, Bob.
It's a gut feeling. Bad. All right, fair enough. I'm gonna say trust. I'm gonna say that he does. He's always cleaning up the glass. I mean, new look in. Why does that say TOT?
Because it's combining both of his.
I was like, what the hell? Like, did Jared Allen get moved to Toronto that I don't know of, and is Toronto not TOR anymore? Like,
God damn, this is a low scoring game.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's been looking really good for Cleveland.
Are you watching this Milwaukee Philly game?
Yeah, I'm watching Milwaukee.
Low scoring, motherfucker.
Watching this game.
I'm liking my bet.
What are they doing? I guess they just called a timeout. All right, next up, they got assists. Looking at James Harden, number 1. Trust or bust, he holds it.
Never would have guessed that.
I'm going to say bust. Yeah. I'm going to say no.
Ooh, who do you got beating him then?
Give me any of those guys. Trey, give me Luka, Chris Paul. I just think when Kevin Durant gets back, the offense is going to be a little bit different.
I'm going to say trust that.
I think it almost bolsters his case when those come back.
Mm-hmm.
Trusty.
He's a walking double-double.
Easily. I mean,
he's got a big lead. 22 assists over Trae Young.
Love that.
Yeah, just not the identity of the team, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like when he comes back, Kevin Durant, it's just going to be a little bit different. I mean, when we saw those guys play together, there wasn't actually a lot of success once Durant
Danny
went down.
Green.
What's that?
Danny Green.
Oh, for 3?
They're up by fucking 15.
Oh yeah, all right. You're talking about the game.
Fucking murdering them.
What are you talking? I didn't know what you were talking about. We're talking about trust or bust.
Fucking +6 and Ben Simmons. Get some and one.
You got enough green in that Bud Light?
Are you watching this shit? Am I the only one watching basketball right now or what?
Yeah, I keep
talking it.
I keep talking to you.
I feel like I'm fucking Doris Burke fucking commentating.
That's awesome. All right, moving on. Last few here. Let's jump over to and Blake, you're making me lose my spot here. De'Aaron Fox. Does he make the top 10? He's at 288 assists. You got guys like him, Draymond Green, Ricky Rubio, Ben Simmons, LaMelo Ball. I had LaMelo Ball in. Does LaMelo Ball make the top 10?
No. LaMelo Ball, I would take LaMelo Ball taking the top 10 over De'Aaron Fox in assists easily.
He's got a ways to go though. He's down about 50.
Over De'Aaron Fox, I would take him.
From this point on, I would maybe take
From this point on, yes.
But I think that there's already an insurmountable lead. That
makes sense. That's what I thought we were talking about. But
definitely.
De'Aaron Fox making the top 10? No, not in assists.
Is that number 9 right now? He's only.
I don't think he's going to finish there.
All right.
Don't think he's going to finish there.
Who finishes with more, Ricky Rubio or De'Aaron Fox? And De'Aaron Fox has a pretty big lead.
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox finishes with more, of course.
I'm surprised Rubio is honestly that high.
Yeah, me too.
He's been coming on. I dropped him when he was really cold. It's pissed me off.
If Dragic wasn't injured all the time, he would be up there.
Yeah, that's true. Who finishes with more, Ricky Rubio or Ben Simmons?
Simmons.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think I just go with better team,
better passer, in my opinion.
Better basketball. And I just think the Timberwolves stink.
They do. They absolutely do. All right, cool. That was a brief trust or bust. Let's close it down with some live betting numbers here, and we'll kick it. I'm pulling them up right now. Since Blake is watching this game, we get a few extra takes in here. Sixers.
What are the numbers? Tell me them numbers. Oh, 69. Let's go.
198, Blake, is the total. You taking the under?
198?
198
is the total?
Holy
198.
Smokes.
Under, Bob. Taking that under, bro.
I'm going to take the over.
All day long.
I'm gonna take the over. I say the 76ers keep pressing the number here. We're looking at an 8-point spread. What do you think? Can the Bucks get within 8?
This is what I see happening. I see Milwaukee, Mr. Giannis, particular.
At the free throw line right now.
No, exactly. Bringing up the ball like a dipshit and pulling up on the 3-point line one too many times.
We've already seen that. And missed free throw.
Dude,
right
literally. So we're
right
sitting at what, 124 right now? No, I'm taking the under. 198. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. It's a crazy number. You think they're going to
I think though you probably expect a few more points in the fourth. It's usually what happens. So I think it could happen actually, and I really think that's a low number.
I'm taking the under, guys.
All right, fair enough. May the winner be yours. Let me back up here. I don't know why.
I'm going to call you, and you're going to have to shave your mustache into a whatever you're
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something funny, not good looking, like your fucking head. Gah. All right, next up we got
next thing you wake up and Andy Dalton's your quarterback.
Stop it. Killing me. Next up I've got the Pacers up over the Nets 82-78. Total is at 234. We've got 3.5 minutes left in the second. That's a lot of scoring, man. Wow. I think we got to hammer the over there.
So we're at a 160. What's the total?
233. I'm with it. I'm with the over.
233 over under.
I like the over as well. I mean, the Pacers just pissed that lead away though.
That's an easy over.
That's what I'm saying. Hammer that over, guys. Smash the like button, share the video, and follow the channel.
It's close. It's close. They're just going to be going back and forth. Obviously, that's what they've been doing the whole time.
The half isn't even over yet, and the Pacers almost have 85.
That makes sense.
Yeah, this is crazy. Spread is at 3 points. I will still take the Pacers on the 3.
Love it.
What do you think, Steve?
I don't know. I will say originally I had the Nets +1. So I guess I'd still ride with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Next up, holy shit. Kings, 94 points. Wizards, 87. There's 2 minutes left in the half. The Kings almost have 100 points in the first half.
No. That's it. That's the end of the third.
But we were talking about the over-under in this game.
I know, 247.
That's the third, though, I believe.
It's at 254.5 now. I'm not touching that.
That's got to be the third.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It is third. 219.
Crazy son of a bitch.
My bad. Can't read. It's the loss of hair. Sorry. It throws me off sometimes. Spread is at 5.5 points. I'll take the Wizards at +5.5.
Yeah, agreed. And for all those who did bet it, Bradley Beal leading the game in scoring with 26. Despite
where are we at with that Celtics Jaylen Brown? I haven't looked.
Let me get that pulled up.
That game, 40-26.
Wow.
40-26 Cavs. So probably not great for Jaylen Brown right now.
Celtics are garbage.
I told you, man.
On the road, they suck. I'll bet them to cover at home any day, man. I will. At home, cover, I'll bet it any day. As long as it's a decent matchup, they're not playing the Jazz or somebody like that. I'll take them all day. But on the road, I do not trust this Celtics team.
3 points for Jaylen Brown.
Ouch, Blake. Ouch. Total's at 204.
What? Are we at halftime?
No, we are not. 6 minutes left in the half.
I got time.
Total's at 204. You like the over? I like the
204. What's the score?
40-26.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it.
As he takes off his jersey.
I'll never do that.
All right. Well,
I'll take my L with some pride.
There you go. Can't take it off on St. Pat's Day. What do you think about this one, Steve? We're looking at a 204 total, 1.5 point spread. I got to take the Cavs in the 1.5.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm curious though what you guys think about that over under. Celtics putting in only 18 points in the first quarter and 8 through with 6 minutes left in the second.
Patrick's Day, dude. Come on, man.
Disrespectful.
Unreal. Do it for the brand, Boston.
It really is. It really is. I feel like hopefully there's some fucking. Hopefully someone starts fucking get pissed at each other and it sparks something in somebody. Sounds like they need some leadership.
You're right. You need to get over there and give them a pep talk, man.
Honestly, I'm about ready to walk over to the bench and ask what the fuck's wrong with you motherfuckers.
Celtic pride. Where is your pride?
What the fuck's wrong with you? Just fucking put the ball in the hoop, you piece of shit.
Next up, we got the Raptors and the Pistons. Pistons up over the Raptors, 84-77. These damn Pistons, man. It's always pissing me off. Live total right now is at 227.5. Spread is at 1.5 points. I'll take the Pistons at 1.5. Screw it.
I still like the Raptors. Norman Powell having a huge game, 30 points right now.
Holy hell, they have 77.
I told you, dude. I was like, what's Norman Powell's fucking...
You did? You called
every fucking time, dude. He's just a fucking monster. God, get him on my squad. Get him on... I mean, anybody that gets him on their squad, thank the Lord. Thank you, Norman Powell, for putting... I mean, like, the dude is a baller. And is... Why isn't anyone talking about this guy?
We are. You're talking about him every week.
Well, every week, dude, he's fucking crazy, dude. He's a great shooter. He plays great defense. I love to watch him play, honestly.
You know who I'm a fan of that the Pistons got? I really like the Pistons went out and got Diallo from.
Oh no, they got the other end of that trade. They got Diallo and OKC got Mikhailuk. Yeah, that was a good trade. I thought it was pretty even actually.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as both sides like the guy they got, then good job, everybody involved. Well done. Diallo was a nice little streaming option there in the beginning of the year.
Until he got hurt recently.
Yeah.
He was solid.
Nah.
He's hot and cold, Mikhailuk. All right, next up we got Golden State Warriors up over the Rockets, 44-35. Spreads at 13.5 points. Totals at 221. 13 points. Down by 9.
What was you had the over or under on 6.5 assists for Steph?
I had the over. Where is he at?
You're looking good. He's got 3 right now with half of the second quarter to go.
That's good. I'd like to see that. I just figured like he'd get guys kind of rolling. They haven't been great recently. Try to find a few more open looks for the guys that are struggling. So that was really the only play I had there. And just hoping that he doesn't score 50 alone because it's the Rockets. Hey, corner 3 for Milwaukee. How about that? Within 9.
And Middleton just brought the ball up the court and got a foul on the 3-point line, I think.
The Bulls are spanking the Spurs. Let's go. 49-31. Total right now is at 210. Bulls on the spread is at minus 12.5. I told you that line was messed up. The sportsbook's just losing money on that line, keeping it way too close, giving way too much respect to the Spurs without DeRozan and Aldridge. Like, I don't know what their identity is on offense without those two. So, loving that that's hitting. What do you guys think about the spread at 12.5?
Stop balls. Jackson.
I'm going to still take it. I actually really like it. Spurs only put up 17 points in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. So I think without DeRozan, they're just really they're struggling to find that person to score. Murray's got 4. Lonnie Walker's got 4. I mean, Rudy Gay has 3. No one's doing shit on this team, really.
Exactly what we said. No identity. I mean, I love it. Let's cash those tickets. Let's do it. What do you guys think about the 210, the total? I'm going to say the under right now, the way it looks.
We got 280 right now, 210. Yeah, I'm really worried about the Spurs chipping in their half.
They got 30 points, and so the half is almost over.
Yeah.
30 points. Jesus Christ. The Nets are putting that up in 5 – or I'm sorry, the Wizards are putting that up in like 5 minutes. What's Rui at for his prop?
Let me take a look.
Sounds like a Celtics.
What was the number you had it at?
14.5. I'm just hoping he's already hit it.
Be 14, so you're damn near there.
Let's go. Now I got to check rebounds really quick for Jeremy Grant. He's only got 2. That's not great, but I still feel confident I can hit it. Oh, no, he's not going to hit it. Damn it. There's only 3 minutes left in the third. Yeah, that's probably where I'll be ass out on that triple play, but I'll take it where I can get it. No worries. Everything else is looking really good. Just need the Pacers to hold ground here on the Nets, and I'll be all right. I think they still had a lead. Yeah, only up 3, but this was going to be a close game regardless. I just think that the Pacers just have that one little extra layer of offense there, so hopefully that cashes. So, you got anything to close it out with, guys?
I don't. Robert Williams is having a great game.
Nice. How's he looking?
4 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists.
Not bad.
And 2 blocks.
That's really good. That's solid. Let's go.
In 13 minutes.
I'll take it.
Oh, that's all the live games, huh?
That's it. Yeah, that's everything.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, everything else is yet to start, I believe, or if they did start, it's too early.
Yep.
Before we sign off, I want to give a shout out Paul Millsap. He's going to have a big game tonight. Tip off at 8 o'clock.
Hey.
I'm going to come back next week and talk my shit to Blake. So I ain't worried.
All right, dude.
All right.
Why don't you throw some shekels on it then?
I'll
Don't
come with my mustache.
All right.
All right, everybody. Take care. Be well. Thank you for stopping by. This was Take It to the Hizzy Fantasy Basketball, TITTH number 120. We'll see you next week. Be well.
Take care.